Doc O'Leary here. I want you to think about something that perhaps you've never considered before, and it's probably a major reason why you find golf so difficult. Golf is one of the few sports where you stand sideways to the target. The problem is that it creates an alignment illusion, and it's forcing you to line up wrong. In this video lesson, you'll learn how to fix this so that you're consistently lining up correctly from the start, forcing your shots to be more precise and accurate. Your instructor for this lesson is professional golfer Mark Meynier. Mark has been a PGA certified golf instructor for over 25 years, honored with both Southern California Teacher of the Year and Northern California Teacher of the Year awards 4 separate times. A highly sought after golf instructor famous for teaching other professionals, and a host of Hollywood and business hotshots who regularly pay him a small fortune for private lessons. But today I've got Mark on camera spilling some of his more important golf secrets on proper alignment. So let's get started right now. Here's Mark.
Thanks, Doc. Today's lesson will be covering something called alignment illusion. Something so simple, just line up towards the target. Why do so many amateur golfers line up incorrectly? The reason why is because we're standing on the side. If we're going to stand on the side, it'd be like shooting a gun sideways. Look, my arms have to be out shooting. That'd be really hard to hit a target. That's called monocular vision. If we're shooting a gun, we'd be standing behind it. It's called binocular vision, but we can't play that way, right? Now, even pros have problems lining up. The reason why they're actually good at it is because they know their tendencies, which way they're going to aim accidentally, and they have a great pre-shot routine that allows them to get lined up every single time, which I'll show you later. Again, most amateur golfers, the problem of lining up on the side is that they line up too far to the right, okay? A lot of bad things can happen if you're lined up too far to the right, especially with the target left, which we'll talk about later, okay? So we need to discuss what proper alignment is. So let me get a couple alignment aids. Okay, I got these alignment sticks. I'm going to put this alignment stick at the ball, so the alignment stick is going through the ball to the target. That's called the target line. To line up properly, you must line up parallel to the target line, like railroad tracks. So, on the tips of my toes, or you can use the heels. A lot of golfers like the heels too. You can use the tips of your toes, all right? These two must be parallel. So notice my feet. If this is the target line, my feet are parallel left of that target line, okay? Now, this distance is only what? 2 feet? Well, try to guess what? At about 150 yards out there, it's going to be 25 yards. That's how important alignments are, okay? So, most amateur golfers, what do? Why do they line up to the right? It's because they're not parallel left. What they do is they take their feet and line up at the target. Well, if I line up at the target, again, for the camera, watch, I'm going to switch the target line through the ball. You're going to be able to see that's 20 yards to the right, okay? And all I did is I shift what? Maybe 2 or 3 inches because I'm lining my feet at the target. So that's why people don't line up properly, all right? So the secret is to lining up is having a good pre-shot routine. You must get behind the ball and pick out what? An intermediate target, fairly close to the ball, not way out there. And this is where the amateurs do it wrong. When they come up, they probably stand behind a majority of them. I've seen that. They set the club down, okay, where they want to go, but then they're looking at their feet and adjusting. And they don't realize they're starting to push their handle around even though the club face is square, but they're starting to line up to the right. Why? Because they're looking at this part. That's why this doesn't work. That's a bad way to line up. I see amateur golfers doing this. Again, they're trying to line up at the target. Again, the ball's out here. This is just an iron. Imagine with the driver. Look how far away we are. Plus, you hit the ball farther. Let's say you hit 250 yards, driver's out here. If you're lined up at the target line, you're going to be 50 yards offline to the right. Okay? So here's the magic. When you pick your target, your intermediate target in front of the ball, whether it be a spot or whether it be an area, I like to see an area where the ball, like a track where it's going to fly through, not necessarily just a spot. So I might pick this little brown thing and just be right of it or left of it. That's okay too. Sometimes some people can't see spots, they see a little track. I'm kind of a field player, I like that. Okay, but you got to pick it out. Now here's the secret that the way the amateurs mess up is if you pick out your spot, it's imperative that your handle stay neutral. So when you're gripping the club, if you push the handle forward, which a lot of golfers do, they're trying to get to the target, it starts making you aim to the right. The butt of the club, the end of the club, must be basically perpendicular to that target or intermediate target line, or the target. Notice what the pros do. Then when they grip the club, notice I'm not looking at the target. I'm lining my feet up to the handle, the whole club, the club face, and the intermediate target. I'm a fast player. If you really watch this, watch how quickly I do this, but you'll see that I don't look at the target, line up my feet, okay? All right, so watch, pick my intermediate part, keep my handle very neutral, walk in, look, then I'm up, I'm ready to go. Now, if I didn't like that, if I don't like where I'm lined up, it doesn't look right to me, I'll start the process over. But the worst thing you can do is, oh gosh, I feel too far left, I better switch. You better back off, okay? So, notice one of the things again, if you watch TV, what the pros do, when I set the club down on picking that spot on that intermediate target, keeping my butt of the club in the center of my body, my left foot is back. I'm already in an open position. My left foot is behind me. I haven't set my feet down. It's important that you set the club down on the handle. Don't have your feet already set up because you're going to adjust the club. If I was over here, you're going to move it. And I'm telling you, it's so easy. Amateurs do that all the time. All right, so again, my left foot's behind me. Set the club down, keep my handle neutral. Don't push it forward, keep it neutral. Seems like it's too much off. You can push the hands forward later, but be real neutral. Look, I'm just looking at the club, get there, one big look, then I go, and I'm ready to hit. Of course, that's right at the target. All right, now, why this is so important, sometimes alignments don't involve the target. What's the key to this also is that it controls your body alignment. Your ball position is going to be correct. If you're off angle here and you're aiming to the right, you know the target's to the left. Your body knows it subconsciously. Again, so what does the amateur golfer do? Over the top, over the top, over the top, casty, trying to get the club head squares. Lose all its width of arc. There's no more extension. Don't hit the ball very far, slice it, could pull it. Very inconsistent. Again, it would be better to be 30 yards left with your feet than 5 yards right. Again, why is that? Watch this. If I'm parallel left or even a little bit open, where do I want to swing on the follow through? I want to swing more out to the target. What happens to my arms? Get more extended. They're more extended. What does happen to my left wrist? It leads. I can press the ball. I'm not backpedaling trying to get it back to the left. That doesn't look very good, does it? Too cramped up. Not going to hit anywhere. Okay? Besides maybe not even hitting the ball, just making a big chunk in the ground. Okay? Even in the backswing, it makes you turn away from the target better because the target feels to the right. So you're making this better shoulder turn. Nobody wants to, if you're already facing over there, who wants to turn more? It feels like you're going to hit it up into the mountains. You have to come over it. Again, let's look at this one more time. This is the key, this is the secret. You find your immediate target on that target line to the target, trust it, keep the club shaft neutral, no pushing forward, keep it neutral. Set up looking to the club shaft and the club head, then look up and let it go. And that's how you do it. Again, make sure you're not to the right. Right is bad in lining up. You need to be parallel left. Get good at it. Your eyes will start to adjust. You'll start to train. You'll start to believe it. Your extension will be better. You'll hit better golf shots farther and more consistent. Thanks for watching.